Hey everybody, it's a Crafter Crochet back with another video. I have a bed full. So I am going to try to move you guys so that I'm kind of in the center, I guess. Alright, maybe that's better. Okay, so I know it's dark in here. That's because it is 1:10 in the morning, and I am staying up again because tomorrow morning me and my mom are going to the grocery store to get some food, and then we have other things to do around the house. So we just want to go to the grocery store, get it done, get it over with, come back home, put the groceries away, clean, and then I'm going back to my regular house after later once today. I need to do this video now because in a little bit, about 9 o'clock is when we are going to the grocery store, and I have some things that I made for my friend who technically lives right down the road from me. And so yeah, I figured I would just do this video now, kind of get it done so that I can give her her stuff tomorrow. I only have 3 works in progress. I plan on starting more tonight. I wanted to print some patterns off, but my printer here is not working. So I have to wait until I get home later today to print. I did want to say that my birthday is in... So my birthday is June 13th. And as you can see, this wall behind me is completely bare. And I would love to get birthday cards to fill up some of this wall behind me so that you guys have pretty things to look at. So I am going to put my mailing address down in the description box below. And if you would like to send me a a birthday card, I will open them up and I will show you them on video. Then I will tape them to my wall so that you guys can see them. And I can always remember them. Usually for my birthday I want to go to a restaurant, but with the coronavirus, the restaurants are not opening right now. So, yeah. So, my grandma's just gonna cook me a dinner and just do that. Like I said, I am going to start some things after this video. I want to start some more Wild Orlander hooded scarves, which is by the lovely, Andrea Williams. She is the face behind Wickedly Handmade on Facebook. She has a Facebook group, and she is also on Instagram as Wickedly Handmade. Love, love, love her pattern Wild Orlander hooded scarf. So, I also have a blanket that I am designing. I have everything pretty much written up. I am looking for some testers. So if you would love to test for me, my email will be in the description box below. Send me an email and I will send you an email back. Can you see that little bug? I opened up a window a couple of days ago, and now I have all these little bugs in my room. Because the last 3 days, it's been pretty much non-stop thunderstorms. Yesterday I was talking to my boyfriend on the phone after he got off work, and we lost contact like 3 times because it's just, there might be only like an hour or a couple hours in between each thunderstorm, so. And I got 6 balls of yarn from the Dollar Tree. I also got some sewing supplies. I went to Walmart and got a pack of, it had a rotary cutter, it had a 2 square rollers, a big one and a little one, and it had these, which I like these a lot, snips, although I cannot put them in my crochet case because they're a little bit big, and I also got a couple pair of these little tiny scissors, and yes, they're pink, but they work really, really nice for cutting yarn. Okay, so let's get into the whips, because I only have like 3 of them. Like I said, I plan on starting more after tonight. So my first whip is this blanket that I'm designing, and this paw print right here is where I was the last time. So as you can see, it got quite bigger, and that is just my hook size. I'm using a 6mm hook for this, and this blanket is named after my gram. I have a cow named after my mom, which is called Molly's Cow, and I'm going to show you a shawl that I designed for my great-gram who recently passed away. It's called Bessie's Got Her Wings shawl, which that is over here on my pile. And so yeah, so this one is called Rose Regal's mini sampler blanket. It has 3 stitches: the V-stitch, the granny cluster stitch, and the bead stitch. And I started a Wild Oleander hooded scarf out of just plain black, and I'm not very far on that. I'm going to go to row 20 and then start the hood. So I have that in progress. And like I said, I plan on starting more Wild Oleander hooded scarves. Seems like that's all I want to work on. I did make myself yesterday and today finish up my last couple of whips that I wanted to get finished, and I did finish them. So I was pretty proud of myself. And my last whip that I have here is I have a scrap blanket. I am trying to do 20 scrap blankets for the homeless shelter like this, just using up random balls of yarn, and this might actually be what I work on tonight, is that, because I want to get 20. I have 5 completed. I have 6. I have 1 at my other house. I have 1 here. So that is a total of 7. And I usually donate around November. So I have from now until November to do the rest of the blankets like that. So yeah, that will be what I work on the rest of the night. And hopefully I can get that one finished and get another one started. Now we are into my finished objects, and the first ones I'm going to show you are kind of small because they are ear savers. My friend who lives right down the road, her ears have been getting sore from wearing her masks all the time, So I made her 2 short ones out of some random scrap of cotton and 2 longer ones out of a random scrap of cotton. And I just did not match the buttons to the colors of the yarn. She's the type of person that it doesn't really matter what color anything is, she'll like it anyway. So I made her 4 of those. Those will be put in a bag and sent off to her along with this shawl here. If you remember me saying I was going to make shawls for one of the ladies that I go to bingo with for her church. She's part of a prayer group. Well, it turned out when I was going to make all of these shawls, somebody else had made a whole mess of them and donated them, and she didn't need any more. So she sent me 1 skein of purple and 1 skein of white, and I made just a regular double crochet shawl. And this is by Tea Time Crochet. Sadly, though, she is no longer on YouTube, but she does do regular videos on Facebook. So, if you're looking for a shawl, you can find her there. So, the ear savers and the shawl will be going to her. And I kept the labels for those. So the white one was soft white and the purple was pale plum. So I can throw those away now. Throw that away. And now the rest of my finished objects. So this shawl is my own design. It is Bessie's Got Her Wings, and I made it in the ombre. This is Red Heart Super Saver ombre in Baja Blue. And it looks like this. And it goes really deep. And I love the shawl pattern because when you put it on, it actually kind of stays. And this one, I did a border on it in white. I did 1 row of the regular pattern. And then I did the regular beginning of how you do it. And then I put 1 double crochet in the granny cluster and 3 double crochet in the X or the cross stitch or the X stitch, and then 3 double crochet and just did that. And then I did the beginning again without the chain 1, and then skipped 1 and put a single crochet and did a shell border along the edge. And the reason why I call it Bessie's Got Her Wings is because, like I said, my great-grandmother recently, well, it's been over a month and a half now that she passed away, and I decided to name all of the women before me. I'm the 4th generation in my family, and so I named one after my great-gram, my gram, and then my mom. So, this pattern is available on Ravelry for $5. It does not include the border because I think it looks nice without the border on, but I just wanted it to have a border to make it kind of a little bit bigger. So, that is that. My next finished object is a Wild Oleander hooded scarf, and it looks like this. And this is some mill end yarn that I got at Joann's. I posted it on Facebook. I have no idea what it is. I'm pretty sure it was Burnett Super Value. I don't think it was stripes. I'm not sure what it was, but I used pretty much 3 whole skeins. I have about this much left, and it has reds and yellows and blues and purples and oranges in it, and I just think it is gorgeous. And this will be going into my shop, which is More Crafts on Facebook, which is where I post all of my stuff now, and Let Go. I also finished, I did not look this up. Maybe I can try to look it up. It was a pattern by Bag O' Day, and it was a poncho, and I did not look it up before I did this video, and I apologize if I'm blowing out. Yeah, I did not. See if I can figure out. Okay, so it's the I don't know if that's it. Okay, so it's called Easy Crochet Poncho Autumn Stripes Tutorial 623. And yeah, so it is number 623, and I will try to add it. I used 3 different colors. This is terracotta, the blue is peacock, and the peachy color is mango, and it's all by Hobby Lobby. And I'm gonna try to put this on. I made a drawstring in case you wanted to cinch it up, and I did not add pom-poms to it. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my fan. I am upstairs, and it is extremely hot up here, and I was cleaning my room, so I had to cool down a little bit. So that is my little poncho. I used a 6.5 millimeter hook for that. The Wildlander hooded scarf, I use an 8 millimeter. Bessie's Got Her Wings, I used a 6.5 millimeter. No, was it a 6.5? I think it actually was a 6. Yes, I used a 6 millimeter for this, and I'm using a 6 millimeter for Rose Regal's mini sampler blanket. So those are those. And my scrap blanket, I am using an 8 millimeter hook. I have 2 more finished objects. I have this little tiny, I don't know if I showed this one or not, but it is a Wildlander hooded scarf in red and gray. And it's kind of I kind of made it a little bit smaller so that it kind of goes up against your neck a little bit. Like this, and I just got a hair. So it's kind of like a cowl instead of a scarf. But I have that one finished. And my last whip, or my last finished object, is this shawl here. I had a couple of skeins of this, which I have to, when I get up to my house, I have to frog some things, because I have a thing I was making and it's not gonna work out, so now I have to frog it so I can reclaim the yarn. But I made another tea time crochet shawl. For a while there, this was my favorite shawl. And I did 2 rows of white, and then I did a scallop border on the end. So there is that one. And that is all of my finished objects and whips. Now I am going to show you some yarn that I got at the Dollar Tree. They only had 2 colors, and the first one is Premier Just Yarn Worsted. It is a number 4 medium, 131 yards, 120 meters, 2.11 ounces, 60 grams, and 100% acrylic. And they had 4 of this color, which is just purple. And all I could find was 2, and this is carrot. So I'm going to put these 2 together to make something, since they're all the same dye lots and everything. So, oh, and I also got a thing of craft glue, because there's a couple of things that I'm going to need to glue, and I figured that I would just get some craft glue. It's by Crafter's Square. It's clear glue. You have to cut the end, which I can do that when I'm ready to it's for fabrics. Make sure fabric is pre-washed and wait 24 hours after gluing before washing. So, got that. And they had some fabric. I got a couple of them. I got 3 fabrics that have bees on, and 1 fabric that has pineapple on. So I'm going to let you guys go, like I said. So the links that will be in the description box below will be a link to my email account if you want to test my new blanket pattern. I will have links to the poncho. I will have links to the Wild Olander hooded scarf. I will have a link to Bessie's Got Her Wings shawl. And I will have my mailing address if you would like to send me a card. You don't have to send me a card if you do not want to. It is an option. It is up to you. I just can't figure out what I want to put on this wall. And since my birthday is coming up, I thought it would be a great way to show off my birthday cards. So, that is it for tonight. I hope everyone has a great week, and, well, a great weekend, because it is Friday now. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.